the seventh graders are having a fundraiser tonight. Chance to win $100, one ticket or $1, and you get 8 tickets for $5 or a dozen tickets for $10. And drawing will be held at halftime of tonight's varsity game. And that's for a 7th grade class trip to Valley Fairs this evening. Also, the St. Francis Indian School Athletic Department has a Hotshot Challenge again this year. And you can win $40 with 3 shots. It's $2 per ticket. 1 ticket will be drawn at halftime of tonight's varsity game. And either you can shoot or you can pick a shooter from the crowd. And all proceeds go to St. Francis Indian School's Athletic Department. The first shot is worth $5 from the free throw line. The second shot is from the 3-point line. That's worth $10. And if you can make it from half court, that's an additional $25. Good luck for the Warriors if you want to get in on the Hotshot Challenge. That's tonight at halftime of the varsity game.
Test, test, test. Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome back for the second half of tonight's JV matchup between the White River Tigers and the St. Francis Warriors. Halftime score was Warriors 20, Tigers 36. Although that has changed quickly as the Tigers opened up with two quick baskets here to start the second half. Starting the second half for St. Francis, we have number 2, Kyle Harryshirt, number 4, David Badhand, 22 now with the ball, Henry Quickbear Jr., 24, Thomas Denoyer, and the man in the middle, number 5, Chanku Martinez. On the court, starting the second half for White River, we have number 3, Joe Saylor. Got a few number 5s in the book here. So it's either Dylan Marshall, Nicholas Marshall, or Ramsey Tucker. And with the bucket there was Kyler Valandra, who played his hoops last year at St. Francis. And I didn't catch the final two rounding out the starting 5 for White River. But we're going to take a timeout here. We're just starting the third quarter of play. White River 42, St. Francis 20. Both teams break the huddle. So those final two starters of the second half for White River were number 33, Caden Whipple, along with number 10, Colby Scott. All right, so the Warriors facing a 22-point deficit. We'll look to reset here. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Quickbear with the ball out top. Passes on the wing to Badhand. Badhand with a no-look pass inside to Quickbear, who tries to step through but is whistled for a travel. White River basketball, and of the three number 5s listed in the program, 2 have the last name of Marshall, so I'm just going to go with that. I got a 2 out of 3 shot. So my apologies if number 5 is actually Ramsey Tucker. We've also got duplicate number 33s. So number 33, Caden Whipple or Tanner Young. Steps to the line. Missing the first half of the 2 shots. Second goes off the rim, and the rebound falls to Chanku Martinez, who brings the ball up across half court. Dribbles to the right wing. Kicks it out to Daniel Witt. That's too hard. There's a little delay, so yeah, from the microphone. So We're trying out some different audio setups here, getting ready for the varsity game, and so apologize for any technical difficulties or mishaps on our part. But we appreciate your patience, and we're having fun up here, and we hope you are as well. So Valander steps to the line, knocks down the free throw to push White River's lead to 25. Warriors still yet to get on the board here in the second half. Charging Hawk brings the ball across, skips it to Quick Bear. Quick Bear tries to make a move, gets into the lane. Ball poked away from behind, but a whistle on the play. In these types of situations, what's really important here for St. Francis is just to keep your head, and there's Daniel Witt knocking down a three-point shot, getting the Warriors on the board here in the second half, but just keeping your composure. You're not going to score. They haven't yet invented the 25-point shot in basketball, so you just got to chip away at a lead like this. And keep your head, keep playing hard, and see what happens. So after a stop, Martinez brings the ball up the court. Phelps attempts a shot from the wing that caroms off the side of the backboard. A fast break for the Tigers, and that's a 2-point layup by Joe Saylor. Phelps brings the ball up, looks to pass to Chanku Martinez, but Martinez didn't see the pass coming, and a fast break going the other way, and a behind-the-back pass from Colby Scott. Pretty looking play there, anticipating where the defender was going to be, perfectly setting up his teammate for an easy lay-in. So White River is rolling here in the third quarter. The majority of their baskets here have been off either St. Francis turnovers or fast break opportunities. And having watched a little bit of the White River varsity team, we're probably going to see a lot of that in the varsity game as well. Charging Hawk with a nice drive there, gets fouled on his way up, and he will head to the line to shoot 2. And the sophomore guard knocks down the first of a pair. Checking into the game for White River is Xavier Little Thunder. Second free throw off the front rim. But Martinez gets the rebound for the Warriors, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stick with St. Francis. Bad hand to inbound. Little confusion here on the inbound. Slow to develop, but Quick Bear makes a nice backdoor cut. Not able to finish. Charging Hawk grabs the offensive rebound. Quick Bear with the ball out top. Warriors looking to set up some offense. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Tigers. That head inbounds to Quick Bear, who makes a move, drives down the lane. Can't get it to fall. Tough bounce there from Quick Bear. Coming the other way is Saylor for White River. Not able to finish. Outlet pass goes to Bad Hand, who takes it all the way and finishes. Tigers bring the ball across half court. Move made there by Saylor, but on the spin move he was called for a travel. A little out of control there, but I guess the referee saw him taking an extra step there. And the Warriors will bring it back, trailing by 23 with 2.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Warriors there look like they're running a little swing offense with the up screen. Shot didn't fall, but coming back the other way St. Francis forces the turnover. Bad hand brings it back up. Martinez didn't like what he saw, kicks it back out to bad hand. Gets Charging Hawk on the cut. Shot won't fall. Rebound falls to Kenyon Easter for White River, and they'll bring it back the other way. Sailor out top, looks for a man. Passes it off to Ayat. Swings it around. Back out top to Sailor. Ayat on the left wing. Good jab step. Nothing doing. 3-point attempt off the back iron falls into the waiting hands of Charging Hawk, who will bring it across the timeline with 1 minute and 30 seconds left here in the third quarter from St. Francis. Bad hand with a nice no-look backdoor pass to a cutting Charging Hawk who's able to finish. Bad hand, I really like that about his game. He's very deceptive. A lot of no-look passes, but not in a showy way, in a very effective way. But just as quickly as the Warriors cut into that lead, White River comes back and knocks down a 3. I believe that was Easter knocking down the shot from long range. Warriors coming back the other way. Charging Hawk attempts the drive. Nothing doing. Kicks it out to bad hand. Swings it around to Phelps. 3-point attempt is no good, off the side rim and out of bounds. White River will bring it back the other way. This is Aiden Ayat, the sophomore guard. Gets into the lane. Shot doesn't fall. Rebound grabbed by Denoyer. Coming back the other way for St. Francis. Denoyer with a nice spin move. Gets inside. Not able to finish. St. Francis unable to grab the rebound. Fell into the waiting hands of Xavier Little Thunder, who took it the length of the court. Nice finish there to extend the White River lead. We're under 10 seconds here. 3 seconds on the clock, and White River's whistled for a foul on the drive before the shot attempt. So no basket. Warriors will inbound with 2.9 seconds on the clock. Got to get a quick one here. Pass goes to Denoyer. Not able to get it to fall. And on a bounce, Charging Hawk. I don't know that I have ever seen a play quite like that. Allen did not have control. The ball bounced off the court and he just batted it into the air and fell through, nothing but net. So fortunate bounce there to end the third quarter for the Warriors. Heads up play by Charging Hawk. Great hustle to be in the right spot at the right time. So at the end of 3, it is the Tigers of White River 54, Warriors of St. Francis 30. Back to action here in the fourth quarter. Quick start here for White River, as Richard Charging Hawk Jr. knocks down the long-range shot. Warriors take the ball back up the court, but the pass from Henry did not connect. And we've got a turnover. White River basketball, and I believe we've got a travel call. Travel call on the court. White River player was on the floor and rolled over with the ball. And as a former player myself, to me that is, I don't disagree with. It's not a bad call by the ref. That's the rule. But to me, as a player, that's the most frustrating rule, because you're hustling, you're after the ball, you're on the floor, you're doing what you're supposed to do, and just happen to slide a little bit or roll over a little bit. So to me, that as a coach, that's a turnover that you live with. That's a hustle turnover. But regardless, we've got St. Francis basketball. Witt fouled driving down the lane, and he will inbound it for the Warriors. Warriors trailing here by 27, early going in the fourth quarter. Drive there by Martinez, goes up off the side rim, not able to get it to go, and we've got a jump ball on the rebound. Possession arrow favoring White River. So Hyatt brings the ball up across midcourt. He'll take a ball screen. Good defense there by the Warriors, not allowing him to get any space, and the pass is stolen away. Denoyer will bring it up for the Warriors. Kicks it to Phelps. Look from downtown, and he connects. Drake Phelps with a three-point basket. And then gets back on defense and cuts off the drive. Gets the kickoff. Little Thunder out top. Makes a nice hesitation move. Great move to the basket, but just wasn't able to finish. Just laid it up a little too strong over the back iron. Rebound falls to the Warriors. Denoyer with showing patience out of the top of the key. Give and go play from Witt, just wasn't able to finish. A block on the play by White River. Little Thunder brings it up, kicks it to Hyatt. Hyatt's shot short, but falls right into the hands of number 33, either Caden Whipple or Tanner Young. Again, good hustle play on that to grab the offensive rebound. But the Warriors end up with possession. Martinez brings the ball up for the Warriors. We're under 5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Again, a nice little give and go play for Martinez. He is fouled on the play. And he'll shoot two. Martinez knocks down the first. Got some subs into the game. Cole Castaway making his first appearance here in the second half, as well as Wombly Witt checking in for Martinez, who knocks down both free throws, bringing the score to 57-35 in favor of White River. Also on the court now for White River, we've got Marshall. And the shot from number 14, that is not listed in the program. Not able to fall though, but a good hustle play by White River to keep the play alive, and they'll maintain possession. Treyer Schmidt set to inbound for the Tigers. Also on the floor, July Schmidt, along with Kaylin Collins, number 20. Inbounds pass does not connect. Stolen away by a charging Hawk, who kicks it ahead to Quick Bear for the easy two. But White River comes right back. Has been the story this entire game. St. Francis will make a nice play, start to cut into the lead, and White River just fast breaks right back down the court. And we've got a foul on the play. Third team foul for the Warriors. So no foul trouble really on either side. but he will be shooting 2 shots. This is Kalen Collins, freshman, step into the line. First one just off the rim. Second attempt on its way, just off the back iron. Great hustle play from White River there. Really all started with number 55, July Schmidt. He hustled after that rebound. Really challenged the Warrior player, I believe it was Quick Bear. And the loose ball ended up falling into his hands, and now he's rewarded with 2 shots at the line. You always love to see that, a good hustle player rewarded with either an easy basket or a chance for 2. First one doesn't fall. Second shot on the way from Schmidt is good, and the Warriors come back the other way. On the wing to Wombly Witt, younger brother of Danny Witt, falls off the back iron and into the hands of Schreier Schmidt. White River brings the ball up. A little miscommunication there on St. Francis's defense. It looked like Willard Henry there was bouncing back and forth between 2 different White River players, but it was effective as the shot falls off. Rebound to the Warriors, back on the attack. Off the knee of a White River player, and the Warriors will inbound. Charging Hawk into Quick Bear, who gives it to Wombly Witt. A little behind the back kick out pass. Quick Bear with the long 3 off the back iron. And Marshall brings the ball up the court for White River. Got about 3 minutes to play here. White River leading St. Francis by a score of 58-37. White River content right now to be patient, take some time off the clock on offense. But on the drive, Marshall, 1 or 2 extra shuffle steps there, whistled for the travel. Turnover over to St. Francis. Witt with the ball on the wing, gives it up to Henry. Henry passes it to the other Henry, Quick Bear. Not able to get anything going. Swing it around to Charging Hawk, takes the 3, not able to connect. Well contested shot there. Good defense from White River. And again, they're quick to get it up the floor, but good patience on offense. Getting the ball inside, not able to get it to fall. And there's an outlet pass. Intended for Quick Bear, but he didn't get his head around quite in time, and it falls out of bounds, and White River will bring it back up. Marshall crosses the timeline. We've got 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. Nice drive by Marshall. Great unselfish play to give it up to Collins. Collins not able to convert, though. The ball goes back to St. Francis. Inbound goes to Castaway. Castaway with a little pressure from behind. Hustle play from Little Thunder causes the turnover. Marshall in transition wasn't able to get it. Another great hustle play by the Tigers. Just not able to convert, and we've got a foul. And that puts the Warriors into the bonus. So Henry Quick Bear will walk down to the other end of the court where he will have a 1-and-1. Minute 46 left on the clock here. 4th quarter. Front end of the 1-and-1 falls off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound to White River. Quick outlet to Marshall. Marshall, who kind of caught the Warriors sleeping. Nobody was back deep. Good hustle by the Warriors, though, to contest the shot. However, we had a foul on the three-point shot, and Marshall will step to the line for 3 free throws. Knocks down the first. Test, 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 test. So with a minute left in the game here, Little Thunder brings the ball up, kicks it to Marshall. And with a 23-point lead, White River content to run a little time, but a great look inside to Schmidt, who makes the nice finish off the glass. That extends the lead to 25 with 40 seconds left. Shuffle pass from Witt, intended for Charging Hawk. Not quite on the same page on that exchange. Ball bounces away out of bounds, and we've got 41 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Charging Hawk knocks down the three. Schmidt gets his own offensive rebound, and as time winding down, that's number 33. Again, we got 2 33s in the program, Caden Whipple or Tanner Young. Not sure which that was, but beats the buzzer with a nice fadeaway jump shot, and that brings the JV game to a close here, with White River running away a little bit with it in the second half. Strong effort, though, from the Warrior players as they continue to improve each and every game, and just putting in their time so that they can represent the varsity squad. So with the JV game over, we are now ready for the varsity action tonight. So we'll take a little break here, but when we come back, we will have the White River Tigers visiting the St. Francis Owl Bonnet Warriors. The Warriors will be entering the game with a 3-3 record, and White River comes in undefeated, 6-0, a perfect 6-0 early in the season, and they were the LNI boys basketball champions about a month ago. So it should be a good matchup, tough matchup for the Warriors, but we're looking forward to bringing you the action. We'll be back in about 20 minutes after varsity warm-ups are complete. Dakota in the Rosebud Reservation, as we've got a Friday night matchup tonight between the White River Tigers and the St. Francis Warriors. About 10 minutes away from action tonight in the varsity matchup. White River took the JV game, so the varsity team will look to avenge that. But in talking with the St. Francis coaches and players today, they fully acknowledge the fact that White River is a very tough team, and this will be one of the toughest matchups that the Warriors have this season, and nothing but respect for this Tigers team and what they've been able to accomplish early in the season. And these guys have been playing together since pretty much they've been in diapers, so both teams know each other very well, and the Warriors not shy about the fact that this will be a stiff challenge. White River enters the game 6-0 early on with victories over Jones County, a big victory over Crazy Horse to kick off LNI, Cheyenne Eagle Butte, Omaha Nation, and then a tough-fought battle against Pine Ridge, a game that was close the whole way, with White River winning by 4 to capture the LNI boys basketball championship about a month ago. And then just before the break, they took on Kadoka and knocked them off as well. So a 6-0 start to the season for the Tigers as they look to continue their winning ways tonight here at the Warrior Dome. But let's see what the Warriors have to say about that. After a slow start to the season, an 0-3 start, after being plagued by a lot of turnovers, the Warriors have turned things around, and in their last 3 games, they have knocked off Crazy Horse, Marty, and Bennett County. So the Warriors enter tonight's game with a 3-3 record, but they are on a 3-game winning streak, got some positive momentum here, but they have not played since December 18th. So tonight will be a big game for both teams. This time of year, you're approaching the midway point of the season. Obviously, White River wants to continue on that positive momentum, and the Warriors have a huge chance to really make a staple win, a win that could really turn around their season coming off of the break. We'll be back with the action here from St. Francis in about 7 minutes. 7 minutes counting down till tip-off. We're back at the Warrior Dome here as St. Francis and White River get ready to tip off. 2 minutes down on the countdown as the cheerleaders exchange greetings. That's something I guess I have not seen before. A very cool thing. Both cheerleaders went out and did a cheer together, introducing one another, wishing each other good luck. Good sportsmanship starting off early here, and we hope to see that carry over onto the court tonight. So tonight's keys to the game for the Warriors on the Warriors side. So we'll be looking for Kalen Claremont, KK. He's kind of been the leader early on this season for the Warriors team. He's capable of getting to the hoop and creating opportunities for his teammates and finishing strong around the rim. We've also got Jalen Barobe underneath the basket. He's been a force on the boards. But two other players to watch tonight, maybe a little bit more under the radar, but guys who kind of contribute in ways that don't always show up on the scorebook, with hustle plays, just being in the right time at the right place, making plays for their teammates. And those two guys are Misoon Badhand and Kyler McCloskey. So guys who maybe haven't been on the top of the score sheet this season, but do a lot to contribute. And that's really what it's going to take tonight from the Warriors, is a real team effort to knock off a team of the caliber that White River comes in here with. And for White River, key to the games is just doing what they do best, and that's getting out and running. They're a fast-paced team. They scored 119 points in a game earlier this season, so a team that can put up a lot of points. So they'll be looking to run tonight and knocking down three-point shots. That was another thing that was brought up by the Warriors coaching staff is, man, those guys can shoot.
This contest is being conducted under the guidance and regulations of the South Dakota High School Activities Association for the enjoyment and educational benefit of high school students. Its sportsmanship is essential for success of this program. Tonight's administrator for the high school is Deb Boyd. First, let's meet the cheerleaders for White River. Chante Bearheels, Carly Cameron, Deja Martins, Raven D'Souza, Chloe Vernon, Anna Bitchfield, Christina Osterberg, and Quincy Piper with the head coach Randy Fairbanks. And now let's meet the St. Francis Warrior cheerleaders. We have Logan Badhand, Natalie Porto, Arlene Ironhawk, Shelby Littleshield, Gina Luta Reynolds, Oyate Sand, Darwin Walking Eagle, and Tara Walking Eagle. And now let's meet the visiting White River Tigers. Starting tonight at 5'9" junior guard, number 11, Isaiah Cerise. A 6'4" junior forward, guard number 20, Tyson Hyatt. 6' junior forward, number 22, Nick Seiler. A 6'2" senior forward, number 23, Jadis Morrison. And a 6'5" junior center, number 25, Luke Wells. White River Tigers are coached by Mr. Alvin Marshall and assisted by Jared Bowman. And now, let's meet the starters for the St. Francis Warriors. A 6'3" junior forward, number 5, Jalen Farrell. A 5'11" junior guard, number 10, Kyler McCloskey. A 6'10" sophomore guard, number 20, KK Claremont. A 6'1" junior forward, guard number 21, Misoon Badhand. 5'11" senior forward, number 30, Chris Long. St. Francis Warriors are coached by Mr. Troy Lunderman, assisted by Trevor Whirlwind Soldier and Ty Harcourt. now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and face the flag as we have the Lakota flag song performed by the St. Francis Drum Group.
With the St. Francis Drum Group singing the flag song, we are set and ready to go here from St. Francis. Starters this evening. On the White River side, we've got Isaiah Sores, Tyson Ayat, Nick Seiler, Jadis Morrison coming off an MVP performance at LNI earlier this year, and Luke Wells. For the Warriors, we've got Jalen Bearrobe, Kyler McCloskey, Kalen Claremont, Misu Badhand, and Chris Long. Taking the jump ball today, interestingly enough, the shortest guy on the court for the Warriors, KK Claremont. And he's jumping up against Luke Wells, the 6'5 junior. Claremont wins the jump ball. So the Warriors will take possession to start the game. 8 minutes on the clock for varsity games. JV, it's just 7. McCloskey from the wing makes a nice play. And it's up and in for 2. And the Warriors are off to a 2-0 lead early on. Seiler with the ball out top. Kicks it to the wing, gets the ball inside. Good defense by the Warriors with the kick out. Shot off the mark, but the offensive rebound falls right into the hands for Sores. Drives inside for White River. And we're already seeing that size come into play for White River as they grab their third offensive rebound early, but just not able to finish. So the rebound comes to Claremont. Little confusion there on the call, but it looks like a whistle's going to be against White River, and it does look like White River is bringing the pressure here. So full court press early from White River. We'll see how the Warriors are able to handle it. Bearrobe inbounds to Badhand, gets it back, gets it to KK, and they clear out the floor. Double team coming. Pass might have been tipped, not sure. Ball goes up ahead, and looked like maybe Ayat there was thinking about dunking it. Got caught between a dunk and a layup. Not sure what would happen there. The ball fell harmlessly. Warriors went the other way, not able to get a bucket. Fast-paced action here. Strong take to the basket there by Wells. Impressed early though with St. Francis, really making White River work for everything. White River clearly a talented team coming in undefeated, but that's what you got to do to just kind of throw off that rhythm. As McCloskey drives, White River able to get to steal. 3-pointer from outside is no good. Bearrobe cleans up the rebound and kicks it out to McCloskey. He'll bring it up the floor, crossing the timeline. Picks up his dribble right across midcourt, gets the ball to KK along the baseline. Tough shot. Really pretty good defense there by Seiler. Hand in his face, but Claremont able to rise up, fade away a little bit, get some separation, and knock down the long two. White River comes back, doing a really nice job early on, just being patient on offense and working the ball inside. You got to think eventually as the game goes on, they'll be able to get some inside-out looks for open shots. But early, the Warriors' defense has been able to hold. Coming back the other way, Claremont creates an open shot for long, but just not able to rattle home. And White River brings it back. Quick hesitation move there from Soros. Got into the lane, but the help defense was able to contest. Again, good team defense from the Warriors. Long brings the ball back and is fouled on the pass. First foul on Tyson Hyatt. Second team. Inbound goes to Barrow. Nice little spin move back to the basket. Gets it to fall over the front iron. And that's his first 2 points of the night. And the Warriors lead early 6-2. White River content to bring it up, set up their offense, run some time off the clock. Nice screen on the backside. Frees up Morrison to knock down the three. Again, good patience from this White River team. Good unselfishness setting the screen on the backside. Claremont has the ball stolen, and a nice move on the other end from Wells, and he's got two. And just like that, after the strong start from the Warriors, quick 5-0 lead, and the Tigers are on top. Another turnover on the other end on the pass from Long, and there's a fast break on the other end. Hyatt lays it in for two, and Coach Lunderman wants a timeout. String of turnovers here for the Warriors has led to a quick 7-0 run for the Tigers, and they lead 9-6 about midway through the first quarter here. Gotta like what you're seeing early though from both teams. St. Francis, just something that's been plaguing them all season long has been turnovers, and you've seen that early. Good pressure, got to give credit to White River, good pressure on defense from them, but the Warriors just have to take care of the ball. That's really what it comes down to. You're not going to beat a team of the caliber of White River if you're turning the ball over like they have been early. 3:59 remaining in the first quarter. Bear Robe set to inbound in the backcourt for St. Francis. A nice little play there. KK was open, but good anticipation by the defender there. Morrison, who's able to get the steal, but coming back the other way. Took a pull-up jump shot that came up well short. Rebound goes to St. Francis, and McCloskey brings it across. Gets it to KK. Warriors looking to set up the offense. Cross-court pass, that's intercepted and taken the other way by Hyatt, who makes the one-handed finish. Hyatt's got 4 points early, both of them coming off of fast break layups. On the other end for the Warriors, beautiful pass. Claremont draws the double team, passes it inside to Berobe, who was wide open after a nice look from Claremont, and he was able to finish. On the other end, after swinging it around the outside, Soros got a little too excited when he saw the opening, took a step before he dribbled, then he's whistled for a travel. And another Warrior turnover in the backcourt. This time the steal from Wells, and he's able to lay it in. Wells with 6 points early. We're under 3 minutes to play. Fast moving first quarter. Not a lot of whistles. You like that as a fan. Fast-paced action. Both teams able to get in a little bit of a groove here. Claremont drives, contested, pulled up just off the back iron. That is part of his game, though. He's a three-dimensional scorer. Can score from inside, outside, and in mid-range. And on the other end, speaking of shooting from outside, we've got a knockdown for the Tigers. taking their lead up to 8 points at 16-8. Vero hits the turnaround mid-range. And again, just taking a step before getting the dribble in and whistle for the travel again. That's Sore's second time he's been whistled for that violation. Claremont gives it off to Long. Little give and go play back to Claremont. Mid-range jumper's not able to fall. Good hustle from the Warriors. Offensive rebound falls to Barrow, who finds an open Chris Long, who knocks down the 3-point basket. On the other end, Soros answers with a 2-point basket. Again, as we mentioned at the outset, this is a team in White River that put up 119 points earlier in the season, so they'll get out and go, but very disciplined with that. KK with the answer, knocks down a 3-pointer. He's got 5 early. Minute left to play here in this first corner. Some fancy footwork there on the nice crossover, getting inside, getting past the defender McCloskey, and there was no help there. Strong finish at the rim. So Soros, chance at the old-fashioned and one at the free throw line. Knocks it down. And all point totals I give you this evening are definitely unofficial, but Soros with 5 points early. And the pressure from White River getting to the Warriors a little bit in the backcourt, not able to connect on that inbounds pass, sails out of bounds, so the Warriors will inbound under their own hoop. Excuse me, the Tigers will inbound. That's Hyatt from outside, from long range, not able to fall. Nice crafty play there from McCloskey to tip the ball to himself and then get it up ahead to Claremont. Claremont took a shot to the face. Glasses were knocked to the floor, but still able to finish. And again, early on, story for White River is being able to bounce back. So the Warriors get a bucket on one end. Seiler comes back, knocks down the inside shot for the Tigers. And the Warriors with the answer. Bad hand with his first 2 points of the night. And just like that, the Tigers answer with another 3. Morrison's second 3-pointer of the evening. Attempt at the buzzer, misses off the side of the backboard. Fast pace action, wow. Catch your breath, folks. 26-19, the Tigers lead the Warriors after one. Both teams with a strong offensive performance. We'll take a break here and pick up the second quarter action in just a few minutes. And we're ready for second half action here. The White River Tigers will inbound up 7. Again, as we've mentioned at the outset, Tigers come into the game 6-0. They defended their LNI championship earlier this season, but the Warriors on a 3-game winning streak as well. Both teams continued that momentum into the first quarter with strong performances from both teams. White River getting off to missing the 3 on the opening possession, but the Warriors come back down. Great offensive play there from Barrow to Badhand, and Badhand puts it in for 2. That cuts the lead to 5 points. On the other end, the Warriors defense steps up for a stop. Rebound falls to Barrow. KK brings the ball across, takes a screen from Barrow, launches a 3. Not able to get it to go, but again, Badhand in the right place at the right time, grabs the offensive rebound. Not able to get it to go, however. Rebound goes to Luke Wells, who takes it coast to coast and knocks it down off the glass. So White River with its first 2 points of the second quarter here. Another little miscommunication there from the Warriors. Thought he was going to zig when he zagged, and the ball goes out of bounds off the knee of one of the Warrior players to White River. Coach Marshall wants a timeout here. Not liking what he saw from the Tiger offense there. So up 7, first timeout of the ball game. So while we've got a break here, like to give a few shout outs. So we had LNI a couple weeks ago. Like to give a shout out to the St. Francis Knowledge Bowl team, who had a great performance, finishing in 3rd place. There were also a number of students who had strong placings in the art show, so congratulations to all those students who showcased their talents in ways other than on the court, which is obviously the kind of the main event, but there is a lot of other stuff that goes on at LNI. And we will actually, at St. Francis next week, be hosting and honoring for LNI for all of the students who either earned an award or participated in one of the events there. So looking forward to that honoring. More information to come from the high school next week. So back to the action here in the second quarter. We've got Sores, who's been awfully busy and aggressive early on in this one, heading to the free throw line and knocks down both free throws to extend the Tiger lead to 9. Some light pressure from the Tigers, which, why not? They've been able to turn the Warriors over on several occasions early on here. And again, causing a little problem. The Warriors having a hard time getting into their offense. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. You can't think the shot clock's probably going to come into play a whole lot tonight, the way that these two teams play fast pace, up and down action. And of course, as I say that, the shot clock expires. We've got our first shot clock violation of the evening. Strong defense there from the Tigers, just really not able to prevent the Warriors from getting into a groove offensively. Soares brings it up, and again, just too easy from the Warriors defense there. That entry pass has got to be a little more contested. Got the ball right into Wells, able to finish inside. A little chaos again here on the offensive end. Barrow with a nice fakes out the defender, jumps to the pass, and able to knock down the mid-range basket. Sneaky play from Ayatt, who's able to poke it away from behind from Claremont, but not able to get the outside shot to knock down. The Warriors will try to reset here. Long drives from the outside. Good help defense there from the Tigers, who drive the other way. That was number 23, Morrison, who went up on the layup. Thought he was fouled, but there was no whistle. Wasn't able to get it to go. Claremont comes back the other way, not able to get it to fall. Cross-court pass to Morrison, who knocks down his third triple of the night. Again, as we mentioned, Morrison was named the MVP at the LNI tournament earlier this year. One of the senior leaders of this White River team. Hasn't been hugely involved in the offense early in terms of touches, but he has been able to knock down 3 triples to give himself 9 points on the evening. Got some substitutions here for the Warriors. Entering the game for the first time tonight, we've got Jeffrey Curry, the senior. Curry is also serving as a national member of the, and I'm probably going to get this wrong, but it's from the Unity Conference. He was named, I believe, secretary of the national organization. So that's a great honor in a way that he's representing our school out there in ways off the basketball court. Also with the substitution here coming into the game is Jordan Kilsenwater. Not completely clear what happened here, if there was maybe a miscommunication in the scorebook or if something is wrong with Kilsenwater's jersey. But the Warriors whistled for a technical foul. So there are times where if your jersey isn't quite compliant or a piece of equipment doesn't follow the state rules, that in order to enter the game for the first time, the team has to accept a technical foul. So that's something that Coach Lundermill is willing to do in this case to get Kilsenwater into the game. And Morrison knocks down 1 of 2 from the line. So that extends the Tigers lead here to 13. Brief conference, and we're ready to get back to action. So Sorius brings the ball up the court. Little adjustment here from the Warriors, trying to make that entry pass a little tougher, getting into the bigs. But Sazu finds his own way to get the ball on the offensive rebound and tips it up and in. Ball goes inside to Kilsenwater. Kilsenwater with the around. The nice move around the hoop. Knocks down his first bucket of the night. He's in the score sheet. On the other end, we've got another strong take from Wells. The foul goes against Barobe, his second on the evening. Wells steps to the line for the Tigers. The first one falls off the rim, no good. Wells early on, though, been very strong on his attacking the hoop, strong on the glass. He's got 10 points early, and with that free throw, he's now got 11. Again, a little pressure from White River causes some issues for the Warriors, as Kilsenwater wasn't able to connect on the pass, and yet another steal for White River. And really, truly, St. Francis has played with White River, who may be coming into this game, some thought would be running away with this. But the Warriors have been able to stick with the Tigers in every aspect of the game, aside from turnovers. I don't have those stats in front of me, but the Warriors are probably over 10 turnovers early. And as we mentioned at the outset, that's just not something that you can do against a team of this caliber. So Wells again steps to the line to shoot 2. Not able to connect on the first. Coming into the game for the first time this evening for the Warriors is Mr. New Orleans Saints himself, Lars King. He'll take his spot on the lower block. Rebound comes down to Kilsenwater, so the Warriors catch a break there with Wells missing both his free throws. McCloskey on a nice crafty drive to the hoop, but a good recovery from the defender doesn't fall. Offensive rebound to the Warriors, and they'll reset on offense. Claremont gets inside. A little float pass to King, who's not able to finish. Bringing it back the other way are the Tigers. Not able to hit the mid-range jumper. Rebound falls to King. McCloskey brings the ball across the timeline. Looks to give it up. Claremont frees himself. Catches the ball on the right wing. Little screen from King there. Frees up KK for the mid-range jumper. Falls off the rim. And Soares brings the ball the other way. Pulls up for a 3 or a long 2. I did not see a tip on that play, but it was called. It was called a tip. So the ball remains with the Tigers. They'll inbound underneath their own basket with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left here in this first game for both teams in 2019. Strong entry pass there. Good entry pass from Hyatt inside to Wells, who got his defender up in the air. Curry bit on the shot fake. But Wells actually called for the offensive foul there. Referee saying that he leaned in and drew the contact, that Curry was straight up in the air. So the offensive foul whistled against him. Great back cut down screen there from the Warriors. McCloskey's freed up under the basket, and he knocks it home for 2. Just like that, though, the Tigers respond. Great reverse layup and an athletic finish there from Morrison. We've said it a few times now. Just when the Warriors are able to make a play, cut into that lead, the Tigers come back with a fast break response. We've got a hustle play there, foul called against White River. St. Francis inbounds the ball, goes to King inside. Nice pump fake to get the shot off. Not able to get it to fall though. White River coming the other way. They've got a fast break. A 3-on-1 leads to an open 3. Doesn't fall. Offensive board inside. Wells battles. Warriors battle. Rebound comes out to White River. And that is Sazu knocking it down. His first three-pointer of the evening. He's got 5 for the Tigers as the Tigers lead here by 17 late in the second quarter. Under a minute to go in the first half here. McCloskey takes the 3 from outside. Doesn't fall. And as we mentioned, this Tiger team will get out and run. And there it is. Another 3 knocked down from Sazu. Back-to-back 3s for him. Coming back the other way. KK trying to answer with a 3 of his own. Can't get it to fall. Ayat on the other end. Fast break bucket. 2 points.
It's 2 points. Last chance to get folks if you want to get into the Hotshot challenge coming up in about 25
A little pressure there causes ball to go out of bounds. Warriors come back the other way.
$2 to get in. Traveling violation.
And a great defensive play, just good anticipation all around by this White River team. Really like the way that they're playing defense tonight, helping each other out. This is certainly not a one-man show. They are a team effort, both on the offensive end as well as the defensive end. And with 10 seconds left here, they're going to take the last shot, it looks like. Although Morrison, uncontested, takes it with 5 seconds left. We've got a foul whistled. Although maybe not the worst foul in the world here, because there's only 3 seconds left in the first half, so the Warriors are going to have to get something going in the offensive direction. unless they've got a play here, end of quarter play drawn up to get themselves a good shot. Inbound to KK. Makes a play for King, but King is whistled for a travel. The horn did sound, but it looks like, from the way the referees are interacting right now, they look like they might be putting 1.2 seconds left on the clock. So White River with a chance to answer here. Warriors defenders thought for a second there they'd fallen asleep. They were going to give the Tigers a free inbound. So inbounding from around midcourt.
1.2 seconds.
It'll be Seiler to inbound. We'll see what Coach Marshall has got drawn up here. So based on the setup here, we've got three Tigers set up across the baseline. It looks like Ayat could be running through a triple screen here. We'll see if he's able to get through to the corner or if the Warriors are able to communicate on a switch here. The way that they're situated, though, steps out, gets the ball in. Pretty good look there for 1.2 on the clock, but Wells not able to get it to go. However, a strong second quarter has put the Tigers on top. So at halftime, we've got a score of 49-27 in favor of White River, looking to keep their undefeated season going here into 2019. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with second half action here from St. Francis in just a few minutes.
Bill. Reminder again, on January 26th, the Freeman Flyers will be here in town for a little dinner, and some traders will have a taco sale.
Well, the basketball game isn't the only action we've got here tonight at the Warrior Dome. We're about to have a drawing for the Hotshot competition.
All right, we're drawing 2 tickets. The first one is a blue ticket. The number is 315013.
We'll have 2 contestants tonight. As we're waiting for the action on the court to start back up, first half scoring for White River, 49 points. Very impressive shooting effort. Just obviously don't have the numbers right in front of me, but if I had to estimate, I'd estimate they're shooting somewhere between 60 and 70% from the floor, and they've been hot from long range as well. Leading scorer so far is Morrison. He's got 12 points. Wells with 11. Ayat has 9. Sazu with 8. Sores 7. And Seiler 2. Again, those are unofficial point totals for White River. And then on the St. Francis side, leading scorer is Claremont with 7, although he was held scoreless in the second quarter by a tough Tiger defense. Barrow and McCloskey with 6 points each. Bad Hand with 4. Long and Kilsenwater with 2. So we've got the Hotshot, our first competitor. So in the Hotshot competition, you take a shot from the free throw line, the 3-point line, and then from the half court. Each shot is worth a different dollar amount, so this half court shot will be worth $25 to this young competitor. Not able to get any of the 3 fall, but a good effort. Looks like a White River supporter. Get some good-natured ribbing on his way back into the stands. Kristen Claremont Campbell is our second selection of the night. Kristen's the mother of a recent St. Francis graduate last year and also has an 8th grader at the school. Looks like she has chosen someone to shoot on her behalf. So for a $5 free throw shot, we've got our first shot coming up here. Off the back iron, not quite. $10 for a 3-pointer. Choosing to take it from the corner. Off the back of the rim, no good. And for $25 from half court. Whoa, it looks good. Just off the front iron. So good effort from both of our contestants tonight, but unfortunately neither is going to be walking home with any dough in their pockets. So as I mentioned earlier, last month we had a number of student competitors in various events at the Lakota Nation Invitational, from the art fair to hand games to archery. We also had the middle school St. Francis Warrior team came home with the Spelling Bee Championship. So congratulations to the middle school Spelling Bee. The first year that the Spelling Bee was held at LNI, and St. Francis came home with the trophy. So again, proud of all of our Warriors and Lady Warriors who are representing our school and our community both on and off the court and everything that they do. Some other announcements around the school, some other shout outs. I'd like to give a shout out to the members of our senior class here at St. Francis. For those who were able to get their applications in early, some have already been hearing back from colleges, and we've got a lot of good news from colleges all across the country, from Arizona State to South Dakota State, Black Hills, Augustana. University of Kansas in Lawrence. And we even have a graduate who's been accepted into Yale and the Ivy League. So congratulations to all of the St. Francis seniors who are working on applications, working on scholarships, making a plan for that next step in life, whether it's college or somewhere else. We're proud of all of our graduates for what they're doing. Speaking of that, got a chance to catch up with a few recent graduates lately, and we have a few graduates from last year's class who will be starting up at Job Corps next week in Rapid City. So Job Corps is a great opportunity for our graduates to maybe go an alternative route as opposed to a four-year college or university. It's a very strong financial option, and the students who I talked to were looking at getting degrees possibly in welding, getting some certifications there, as well as working in construction as a way to get themselves started and on their feet. So shout out to those graduates too. Great to hear from people if you're back in town. Your teachers always love hearing from you when you're on break. So stop on up at the school, see what's going on. We've got a few changes, but a lot the same this year. Another shout out, something that we're really proud of here at St. Francis is our treaty class. So we have a class in which we've got a group of mostly upperclassmen, but I think there are a few underclassmen mixed in, students who are really analyzing and breaking down the 1868 Treaty of Fort Laramie. So really and truly, this is the only class of its kind in the entire country being offered for high school students, and we're proud to be offering that here at St. Francis. Lita Brandis has been the teacher who's really taken that on, and that's a really great opportunity for our students to learn about those treaties and to be able to protect their rights, learn about their rights when it comes to tribal sovereignty and the Rosebud Sioux tribes and the Great Sioux Nation's relationship with our federal government. So that's another very cool thing that we have going on up here, very important thing that we're working on developing in the coming years as well here at St. Francis. Another exciting class, or another, I guess, teacher who I'd like to shout out is Sunrose Ironshell. Sunrose is the art teacher up here at the high school, and she's a younger teacher in her second year at St. Francis, and I really think that her art classes are just phenomenal opportunity for our students, both to express themselves artistically, but the way that Sunrose teaches the class, she really brings in a lot of storytelling and really teaching the students the Lakota way of life, something that's very important to our school as a mission. And I just want to give her a shout out for the work that she has been doing with our students and the opportunities that she's creating and working with our students in an intersectional way, realizing that art can tell a story, art can have a history, and just a very cool initiative that she's taken on with our students. And finally, I'd like to give a shout out to my mom who is listening back in Wisconsin. Thanks for tuning in tonight to the broadcast. Our first audio play-by-play broadcast of the season. We're excited. We're having fun here tonight in St. Francis, and we hope you're enjoying wherever you are listening. But thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad, for listening and supporting our Warriors. Tomorrow, our Lady Warriors basketball team will be in action. They're in Redfield, South Dakota, getting ready. They had a practice on the court to get a feel for the surroundings, stay sharp going into tomorrow's action. I believe they'll be playing at least 2 games tomorrow, So good luck to the Lady Warriors as well. Lady Warriors had a strong showing at LNI as well. They lost their opening game on an absolutely heartbreaking game, but just a well-fought game on both sides. Tough to come out, but then they really represented their end of the bracket, advancing all the way to the championship game before a bit of a controversial finish there in the championship. Officially, they ended up losing that game by 1, but not all of the scorebooks matched in that one. So we'll just leave it at that. We're proud of our Lady Warriors for the effort that they showed there, really battling back from a really tough first game in that tournament and keeping their heads held high, playing tough all the way to the end of that tournament. So good luck to them as they look to keep their season going tomorrow, and they kick off their play here in 2019 at Redfield. Another group that I'd like to recognize tonight, often overlooked, but the people that really make this event happen are the custodial staff up here at St. Francis. They do a lot of great work in school, keeping our building as an area that we can be proud of. Everything looked awesome coming back from break. Floors were cleaned, and the gym floor tonight is looking as good as I've seen it. So great job getting everything ready. And I did see before the game even earlier today there were some shot clock issues. So we had Keith out there. He was up on a ladder working on the connection, and I see that the scoreboard the shot clock is fully functional. So shout out to all of our custodial staff here for making events like this happen, getting the gym ready, and also taking care of the cleanup there as well. Well, let's make their jobs easier. So I know you're probably not at the game tonight if you're listening, but at future Warriors games or wherever you may be, make sure that trash at the end of the game finds its way to the garbage can. To make it easier on that crew as they clean up and get ready. Because remember, we got to have school most days after our games. The work never stops. So we're under a minute left here, away from second half action. St. Francis, South Dakota here in the Rosebud Reservation. Really tough fought first quarter here by both teams. But White River really was able to pull away in that second quarter as they hold a 22-point lead heading into the second half.
You don't have to wait till they score. You can scream and holler the entire game if you'd like. Makes it more exciting. My favorite part, referee fans. Where are you? Here we are.
There we go. Shout out to our referees as well. They've really, I feel, done a good job of letting the kids play tonight in a fast-paced game like this. Both teams like to get out and run. It can really throw off the groove of the game, kind of the flow of the game. As both a fan, a player, and a coach, if the referees are calling ticky-tack fouls, and that just hasn't been the case tonight. So shout out to the refs on a job well done in the first half. Calling a good, fair game. Warriors open the second half with a turnover on the first possession. Unfortunately, that has been the case on too many occasions for the Warriors this evening. On the other end, White River attempts a shot from downtown off the back iron, and that falls to Barrow. Barrow has done a very nice job cleaning up the boards tonight for the Warriors, just being in the right place at the right time. Nice play there from I believe it was McCloskey on the pass to KK, who was able to knock it down on the drive. Claremont, just a sophomore. So leading scorer as a sophomore. Really looking forward to his growth as a player as the year goes on, and also in the next 2 years here as he dons that Warrior uniform. That shot off the mark, though, from KK. What I'd really like to see from KK as he develops his game is, so he's got great ball handling skills. He's able to really penetrate well and draw a double team. The next step for him is being able to anticipate that double team and find the open man. Really strong finisher, great shooter. Next step for him to elevate his game is to be able to create more opportunities for his teammates. On the other end, we've got a knockdown three-pointer from Tyson Ayat. His second three of the game, extending the Tiger lead. Along with the dribble drive. Stops for the mid-range pull-up. Rebound goes to Morrison of White River. On the other end, we've got a big block by Barrow. Seiler was going up and Barrow just put the palm right on the ball. Looked like almost a violent play, but it was totally clean from Barrow as he got all ball. Both teams exchange turnovers here, and the Warriors have the ball with 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Good patience there from the Warriors offense. Long turn down the open three. He did have what looked like an open man under the hoop, but the Tiger defender was able to kick the ball away. We've got a kick violation, Warriors ball. Inbound goes to Claremont. Draws and kicks out. Great defense, though, from Morrison as he got his hand in the passing lane. Another crossover from Soros. And he gets the bucket to fall and the foul.
Jalen Barrow picking up his fourth personal foul, first team foul of the half.
Soros has shown off tonight. He's got a really strong crossover, especially going from right to left. He's got that ball in his right hand, sets up the defender, and then a quick cross to the left. On a few occasions tonight, he's been able to use that speed and that quickness to get by the Warrior defenders. Not able to complete the three-point play, though. And the Warriors take over. Long dribbles to the top of the key. Ball poked away, gathered by Claremont. He drives baseline. Pulls up for two and knocks it down. But just like that, you blink, you turn around, and the Tigers are on the offensive, and Ayat lays it in. Ayat, one of those players who's just very smooth to watch. Smooth with the basketball. Going up on his finishes, just fun to watch him in the open court. Had a chance there to show off that silky smooth finish, but the pass just out of his reach, and the Warriors will take over, coming back the other way. Before that happens, though, Coach Lunderman would like to talk things over. We've got a timeout on the court. Again, scoring for the Warriors, leading the way, Claremont. He's got both buckets here for the Warriors in the second half, and he's got 11. On the other side, Ayat has gotten off to a good start here in the second half. He's got 5 points in this third quarter, and he's got 14 to lead the Tigers. Again, the real differences here have been on the Warriors side, turnovers. Just have not, again, been able to take care of the ball, and you got to give credit to the Tiger defense, who's been swarming all night long. A lot of pressure full court pressure, half court pressure. They've been all over the place. And for the Tigers, you just really got to credit a balanced attack. Again, it hasn't been any one guy. It has been a balanced attack, and their ability to get easy baskets in transition or off turnovers has really been the difference in this one. Again, the Warriors have not played badly in this one. It's just been the turnovers that have been biting them all season long. Here's Claremont with the pull-up mid-range jumper, not able to get it to go. Ball drops to bad hands. Gets the ball to King, and King is on the board here. King with his first 2 points of the night. There's that move again, that crossover. Isaiah Soros, he's got the quicks to get to the hoop, not able to finish on that occasion. Claremont brings the ball up for the Warriors, trailing by 23. McCloskey with the ball out top, picks up his dribble, not able to get anybody open. Ball picked off by Soros, takes it the length of the court, finishes, and the foul. That extends the Tiger lead to 25 points here with 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. We've got some substitutions coming into the game for White River. It's number 14, Seizu. Number 3, Joe Seiler. Just an 8th grader playing in this varsity game here. Also on the court for White River is 25, Wells. And number 5, Dylan Marshall checks in. Dylan Marshall, a freshman. So got some youth on the floor for White River here. Chance to see what the future of White River basketball is going to look like. Claremont brings the ball up the court. A little handoff play to McCloskey. Takes the open 3 off the side rim. Bounces out of bounds. White River will bring the ball up. Got a chance to see Marshall in the JV game, and he really showed in that JV game that he's a strong ball handler and able to finish around the hoop while making plays for his teammate. And there he is right there, driving off the right wing, gets into the lane, not able to finish. Ball caroms around, a last touch by White River. And the Warriors will bring it up the court. Shot from Claremont off the front of the rim, but Badhand able to scoop up the offensive board and lay it in. The Southpaw with 8 points this evening, all right inside the paint, most of them coming off offensive boards. On the other end, Wells able to put a nice move on. Strong finish at the rim over King. And the lead's back to 26. Nice looking play there from the St. Francis. That's the first time we've seen them score off of that kind of set. Looked like maybe a double screen with a back cut. Long able to get open for 2. On the other end, we've got Ayat, a little floater going across the lane, floating to his left, shot up with the right, just rolls off the rim. And the Warriors a chance to maybe cut into this lead a little bit. Ball goes to Long on the wing, not able to get it into the post. But on the save, the ball falls right into wide open, or to a Warrior advantage there. But despite the 3-on-2 advantage, not able to get it to drop. White River takes it back on the fast break, knocks down the 3. So Seizu, that is his at least third 3 of the night. I may have missed one for him, but he's got at least 3 3-pointers on the night. Nice cut from Claremont. Nice pass from Badhand with the finish. Bad hand, one of those players that just has a really good feel for the game, and as Ayat knocks down the three-pointer. Just one of those players who seems to always be in the right spot at the right time, whether it's on offensive rebounds or to bail out a teammate. On that last play, was able to grab the offensive rebound and hit a cutting Claremont for an easy basket. He's one of those guys that he's just a facilitator. Again, may not have the ball in his hands a lot, but really does a lot for his teammates. McCloskey attempts the three, not able to get it to fall. Offensive rebound, long rebound goes to Long. He puts up a three. Again, not able to fall. 3-point shots have just not been dropping tonight for St. Francis. Clock ticks down under 5 seconds here in the third quarter. As Sezu attempted to beat the buzzer, appeared to be a little bit of contact there. The refs did not blow the whistle, maybe saying that he initiated that contact by leaning in. Certainly was contact, no denying that, but no call. And we've reached the end of the third quarter here with the Tigers 67, Warriors 39. We'll take a break and be back to the action right after this. White River again able to get out on the fast break, and Seiler knocking down the lefty scoop shot there off the glass and in. That's his first bucket of the night. The 8th grader able to get in the scorebook. Three-second call against the Warriors, as they've just had a hard time getting things going offensively. Really getting into a groove. A lot of turnovers here. What I've noticed a lot is the player bringing the ball up for the Warriors has been picking the dribble up pretty close to half court, and that makes it really tough to make that next pass. Tough for guys to get open in that position, and unfortunately for the Warriors, more often than not, that has ended up with a pass landing in the hands of a waiting Tiger defender. Claremont aggressively drives up court, not able to get the pull-up jumper to go, and on the other end, we had Soares with a head full of steam, went up strong, and KK went for a strong challenge, got a piece of the ball, but also got him with the body. So Soares steps to the line and misses the first attempt. Soares, a 5'9" junior, hits the second. And he's got 12 points this evening. McCloskey brings the ball across midcourt. Makes a nice play, getting into the lane. Leaves his feet, though. And it's called for the charge. Comes up holding his face. Maybe got hit in the nose or in the mouth. He'll shake it off and stay in the game. King whistled for the foul for the Warriors. Trying to reach in and get a piece of that pass. We've got David Badhand subbing in for the Warriors.
David Badhand in for St. Francis.
Checks in for McCloskey, who's still holding his face. I don't know if it's eye, nose, mouth. Took a shot on that last drive. Inbound pass goes to Soros, who is able to drive baseline with the reverse finish. He's got 2 more. Badhand, I believe, seen his first varsity action of the night. We did get to see Badhand in the JV contest this evening. Badhand, a player who has a lot of deception. Almost every pass that he throws is a no-look pass. Again, in a very fundamental way. He's a fun player to watch. Number 4 for the Warriors. Inbounds to Chris Long, the senior guard. Long has had a few really hot shooting nights earlier in this season where he's really shown off that 3-point stroke, but tonight just has not been his night from downtown. On the other end, we had Soros going up for a strong finish. It looked like he just lost the ball going up. Maybe getting a little too fancy on that layup. I didn't see any contact there. It kind of looked like he just lost it on the way up, but he drew the whistle on Badhand, first of the night, and he'll step to the line and hit the first. We've got 5 minutes of action left here on this January Friday evening. The kick pass ahead goes to Badhand, who attempts the 3, not able to get it to fall. Tigers come back the other way. That's Soros, who's been all over the place tonight. Seems like he's been able to get into the lane on just about at will this evening. Not able to get that one to fall though. And the Warriors' woes from outside continue. Just not able to get that 3-point shot going. And that's something that they have really relied on these last 3 games as they've gone on a 3-game winning streak, is their outside shooting. Tonight just hasn't been their night. And again, you got to give credit to White River, making every shot contested. Got some more subs in the game here for White River. We have number 33, that's Tanner Young, seeing some action here. And that shot attempt goes up from Colby Scott. Colby Scott, a very strong track athlete. Stand out in, if I remember correctly, both the triple jump and the long jump. He's getting some action here in the varsity game. And there is Claremont knocking down the 3-pointer from the outside. White River coming back the other way. Shot goes off the side of the backboard. And the Warriors counter. Badhand draws the defender, kicks to a wide open Chris Long, not able to get it to fall. And that leads to an outlet pass. Good contest from the Warriors there, as that was number 33, Tanner Young, going up for the shot, not able to get it on the counter. Bear Robe drives in, great pump fake to get his defender in the air, goes up, draws the foul. He'll step to the line with a chance for 2. Barrow knocks down the first of two. Jalen had 6 points in the first half, but has been held scoreless up until that first free throw. And he gets the second one to fall. He's got 8 points on the evening. His real contribution tonight really has been on the boards. And with a quick play here, we've got the Marshall for the Tigers with a strong finish inside. Again, we saw him in the JV game. Looks like he's going to be a really strong player here for Coach Marshall and the White River Tigers. Seiler launches from downtown, not able to get it to fall. Also now on the court for White River is Kyler Valandra. Kyler is a transfer student from St. Francis, and just as we say his name, he gets a steal there, not able to get the bucket in transition to fall. Gets his own rebound though, kicks it to Marshall. Marshall's pass intercepted by Badhand going the other way. Badhand with a spin in transition. Ooh, gets whistled for the travel. Looked like the ball was knocked loose there by the defender. Called for the travel. You know, as a coach though, that's a turnover you can live with. That's a turnover of aggression. Give the defense credit. Scott with the pull-up jumper from the top of the key, not able to go. Offensive rebound, White River. Seiler drives in, knocks down the floater from the top of the lane. Claremont brings the ball up the other way. Calls out a play. Just as the Warriors are getting into their offensive set, Coach Lunderman calls a timeout. It looks like we have got a shift change coming for the Warriors. Looks like we'll have, after the break, number 3, Thomas Denoyer, number 40, Daniel Witt, Kyle Harry shirt, and possibly Drake Phelps as well checking into the game after the break. It's St. Francis 46, White River 79 in tonight's matchup. So joining those 4 players on the court is also Chanku Martinez. So all 5 players on the court seeing their first varsity action of the evening. But they should be no stranger of playing together, as all 5 got significant action in tonight's JV game, which did see White River coming out on top. So with 1 minute and 42 seconds here, we'll get a look at some fresh faces from White River as well. We've got number 32, Aiden Ayat. Number 50, that's Treyer Schmidt with the ball now on the pass. That's Richard Charging Hog Jr., number 40. We've got Jacob Young inside, number 55. And finally, number 35, Kenyon Easter. So we'll see which team was able to finish this game on a positive note. As the Warriors bring the ball, that's Denoyer at the top of the key. He'll take it back out. See if we can get something set up here. Kick it to the side, that's Martinez. Back to Denoyer out top. We're under a minute here to play in tonight's action. Denoyer with a power dribble inside. Goes up for the shot. Had 2 defenders on him. Looks like the foul goes against Ayat.